10 most underrated cities I've been to. Everyone asks me all the time, oh, what cities are good, what cities aren't good, and there's certain cities that people rate that I don't rate, like Paris, Barcelona, and then there's certain cities which I went to, absolutely loved, and never really hear people talking about them as a place to visit. So, underrated cities in order, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've got 10. I'm going to do them in order from the least underrated to the most underrated. So the first one, Edinburgh. Edinburgh's a great city. I think it's the best in the UK, and most travellers who I speak to from Latin America, Brazil, when they're going to the UK, they always talk about going to London, Liverpool, Manchester, but no one really ever says Edinburgh, which I'm surprised at. When we went, there was quite a lot of tourists there, and we loved it. I prefer it to London. I think it's probably the prettiest big city in the UK. So Edinburgh, but it still is in the UK, so you still get British weather, British food. But yeah, underrated. Girona. Everyone talks about Barcelona, but not many people go to Girona. And for me, Girona was way better. It was cheaper, much more interesting. Probably less to do touristy-wise, but I love Girona. Next up, Hong Kong. Dana absolutely loved Hong Kong, one of her favourite places, and I think she wants to spend more time there. For me, the only drawback was the air quality. Honestly, when we went up some mountains for an amazing view, you couldn't see anything for the smog. But the food was good, the people were nice, it's very safe, it's easy to move around, the metro is very good, the public transport, it's exceptional, the boat across the river is great. It's just an interesting place, and I think everyone should go, it's brilliant. Rio de Janeiro. So one of my favourite cities, Dana's favourite city, number 1. But the reason it's not higher up on the list is because it's very highly rated. Most people who go to Rio end up talking about how great it is. Most people who go and visit try and end up living there, like what we're probably going to do. Obviously, you've got miles of beaches. You can't go wrong for beaches. And you've got incredible mountains, nature, Christ the Redeemer, amazing views. I feel like a lot of cities, if they had just one of the selling points of Rio, Rio's nightlife, Rio's food, Rio's beaches, Rio's mountains, just one of those, it would be marketed as an amazing place to be. And Rio's got all of them in one city. It's incredible. So next up, Minca. Next up, Minca in Colombia. There's not a great deal to do there. It's not very accessible, but the views that you get from if you go up one of the mountains or go up high there, and there's a lot of hostels up there where you can stay. We hired a little hostel with a hot tub looking out over the mountains, and the views are amazing. We had a hammock outside, like a big net you could lie in, and if you like views like I do, best place in the world. Just sitting there with your laptop looking at the views or lying in the hot, incredible. So Minca's up there. Genoa, favourite place in Italy, not too much to say. Immigration is starting to ruin it. We got followed by some immigrants, and not the best sort of immigrants. They didn't have good intentions for us. So Italy's sort of not the place it was, but I think Genoa was the best place I went to in Italy. Shanghai, amazing city. Not many tourists go there, and I think it's because it's so difficult to get there. You have to pay everything using their app or cash, and it's difficult to get cash. But luckily, I've got one of my best friends and his wife and kid live in Shanghai. So I had a nice place to stay. They showed me around. But some of the sightseeing, some of the ancient sites, the food's great, the transport's amazing. But it's a wow city. It's old and new in the same place. It's a breathtaking city. Next up, Santiago. Possibly my favourite capital city I've been to. I know, my second favourite capital I've been to. I think there's another one on the list that's coming up soon. Great capital, works, organised, again, great public transport, good food, great weather, mountains around, absolutely beautiful. A very good functioning capital city, especially for the money. It's compared to the price of London, Madrid, Milan, Rome, Paris, etc. You get a lot more for your money there. It's very underrated. Next up, Koh Lanta. So in Thailand, I thought generally Thailand was overrated. I enjoyed it, but slightly overrated. The food, I got a bit bored of the food after a while, even though they do have some great options. The types of tourists you get in a lot of Thailand, in Krabi for example, aren't my favourite. But Koh Lanta was an island, quite difficult to get to, but beautiful. Amor, sube el nivel. No, no, número dos.
Ahí.
No, ocho lado. Amor, ocho lado.
Ya están dos, mi amor.
Sí, no está haciendo nada. Tengo que cortar todo eso. Uf, no está haciendo nada. I know. Sorry about that. I'm not even going to edit that out. Yeah, a little island, Koh Lanta. Great place. We just hired a scooter, whizzed around. The traffic's great. There's not much crazy driving. Very underdeveloped still, which is probably why it's so amazing. As soon as it gets more developed, it'll probably lose a bit of its charm. And number one, the most underrated place I've ever been to was Seoul in South Korea. We absolutely loved it, both of us. It was safe, very clean, very organised, modern, just beautiful. Some great nature around there, some great viewpoints. Food was amazing. The people were some of the best I've met in my life, honestly. There's not one thing negative I can say about Seoul. I can imagine living there could be quite difficult to really get in with the community and make friends, I'd imagine. But from our time there, we spent just over a week there and we both loved it. We both had some temptation to go and spend more time there. And it's still possibly on the list. I need to do more of Asia again, give it a second shot, and Seoul, I could easily spend 3 months in Seoul. We loved it. Also, another thing I noticed in Seoul was like you'd get Amazon packages or their equivalent of Amazon delivered like outside the house and left there, and they'd just be left there, parcels for days on end, and nobody would steal them. It's a very high trust society. I think 98% of South Korea in general is Korean. They don't have a big immigration problem like got in the UK or in Italy, like we mentioned. And with that, you get a more high trust society when everyone's from the same place and has the same morals and the same values. So yeah, that's my list of underrated cities. It's a bit of a longer video today, just to mention what I've done. Slept terribly, went to jiu-jitsu, performed pretty terribly. Wasn't my best day. I'm putting down to sleep in 4 hours. We started watching the Ronaldinho documentary last night, so we were up quite late. We got hooked onto that. Dana loves documentaries. She loves reading about people, hearing about people, and I think she's a journalist, so that I think she gets that curiosity, that journalist curiosity. What else? She went and got her nails done, and I relaxed, watched The Gentleman, and we've just been food shopping, and right now I think she's cooking a steak. ¿Cómo está la carne? ¿Cómo está? Está muy rico.
Rojita.
¿Está bien? Perfecto. Cómelo. So that is it. Now I am going because my steak looks ready. So I am out. I'm going to leave it there.